Hello and welcome. So let's discuss Australia, shall we? Okay, Australia went by. I'm kind of on a drought, and every fan about Formula One taking so long to come back. He's going to take a couple of weeks still, but we can discuss this. We haven't discussed this yet, have we? So I'm going through my list of drivers. Well, my list is the same as your list, of course. But so let's go through the list of drivers that drove Australia and most of the season this season, I guess. But let me share you my thoughts about their performance and what I think. And after that, just some quick thoughts about the race itself. So let's start with by the beginning. So this has no specific order of drivers, just the order I have here available to me right now on my handy dandy tablet. So let's start with the obvious, I guess. Max Verstappen. Is there much to say here? It just took off. His rocket ship just went off, and there you go. Checo Perez. So he started in the back, and he ended up way in front. He was. I'm going to share some images here about what I'm talking about to illustrate. So he started on the back. He finished it up way on front, because he's Checo Perez and he also drives a rocket ship. So quite a big number of overtakes he did. Very, very effective overtakes he did. He had some balls to overtake where he did, but it kind of made the race more spectacular. Well done, Checo. Well done, the car. Amazing. Charles Leclerc, nothing much to add. Unlucky. Carlos Sainz, again, unlucky. He finished the race, which is something it was and still is something rare on this race, right? Given all the events, the four. I think it was the Grand Prix was a while ago, but it was 4 red flags, right? So crazy stuff happening there. Carlos had its penalty. I will discuss Carlos in the end. Carlos, Jesus Christ. El Plan. So I forgot his name. Fernando Alonso, so he, again, brilliant race again. The car is looking spectacular, and Aston Martins are quite tank-like. Aston Martin, the car can take a beating and still go on. Congrats on that. Lance Stroll, my God, I'm forgetting the names. Lance Stroll again, nice race. Almost hit Alonso again, but he didn't. I forget his final position, but look at the final standings are going to be here, so you can go along. Lewis Hamilton podium, very nice. I see and hope that we're seeing an upper trend on Mercedes performance. George Russell again, like Leclerc, unlucky, very unlucky. The car got caught on fire. He was looking very strong, to have a very strong finish, but it was not his race, this one at least, but looking very bright. Lando Norris, he finished in the points. I think both McLarens did finish in the points, so good performance for both McLarens. I'm going to put both McLarens in the same package. So both McLarens with a solid performance, not spectacular, but at least some points were given to both drivers. So Haas's drivers, Kevin and Hulkenberg. Kevin was to me, it was a little bit disappointing, finishing so way back. Hulk, very solid performance again. So I would say that McLaren and Haas were not Kevin, of course, just caused one of the major situations on the race. So what to say about that? It was not his fault. It's just it was his fault technically, but he opened up the curb a little bit and just hit the back wheel, and the wheel went flying, and red flag. Again, I'm not going to discuss the red flags. I'm just going to say it in one word: weird, and sometimes unneeded. But that's not the case for this video to discuss red flags. They are something to be mentioned, yes, but there's something to be mentioned. There's something to be referred as weird. sometimes needed in my honest, my very humble opinion, but it is what it is. Ocon and Gasly, my God. Oh, let's discuss in the end. Just a quick analysis about that. But Ocon and Gasly just caused one major crash on one of the red flags resume. My God. And they if Carlos had a penalty, why didn't they also had something? I mean, they caused a big. I don't know. Gasly just had 0 points, so it's kind of, again, it's weird. The Williams cars, well, Alex just spun. Big discussion. Wind gusts. I don't know. He was looking very good. It happens. And Logan Sargent. I'm going to leave this to the end too, but Logan Sargent also escaped. I mean, if Sainz had a penalty, why not Logan? Why just kicking out, making Nick de Vries going to the nether realm? Why did Logan come out of this completely unharmed? I still don't understand. So on one of the red flags resume, Logan just hits Nick and sends him to the netherworld, and nothing happens. I mean, Carlos had its penalty. Yes, well, let's go back to this in a second. Then I have the Alfa Romeos. They kind of went unnoticed to me. They just did their thing. And then the Alfa Tauris, again, they just did their thing, even though Tsunoda did a very decent race this time. I really enjoyed Tsunoda. It's looking to have progress. And Nick just got hit by Logan Sargent. So let's discuss the exceptions here. Let's leave the more I know the things that are more discussable to the end. So the current standings, if you check the current standings a year back, it's funny to see that Leclerc was so in front. Now it's so way back. I'm going to put also here the 1 year's back standings. It's kind of nice it's kind of interesting to see, at least. Let's go back to Carlos Sainz. So why the penalty if the race just resumed with the positions put back where they were? I mean, the Alpines were dead, but that's for what I have seen and for my humble opinion, the Alpines died because of their own causing. In other words, they caused the problem themselves. So that's a done deal. No harm done to other teams. They just harmed themselves. Why no penalties to them? Why did Gasly just left unharmed? I don't know. Why keep the penalty to Carlos Sainz if the grid was just put back where it was? Why? I mean, yeah, he did what he did. He just opened up, and it was a mistake from him, apparently, on my humble opinion. But if the grid was put back, why not? Why keep the penalty? I mean, I don't agree, but it is what it is. And then Nick de Vries getting sent to the netherworld. Okay, that again was just left alone. So Sargent just hit Nick in the back. He went just flying to Mars. Sainz gets that 5 or 10 second penalty, I forget. If Sainz gets that penalty, why not Sargent by hitting Nick de Vries in the back, sending him to Mars like he did? So it was a very weird Grand Prix. It was a very weird race with way too many red flags. In my opinion, they were for the most part not needed. But who I am not a steward. I am not an FIA official. What am I to decide that type of stuff? But in terms of a personal opinion, as a Formula One fan and analyst, yeah, they were a little bit overboard with the red flags. They were a little bit too fast deciding for the red flags and putting the red flags out. But that's just weird. So in a nutshell, Red Bull did this thing, Ferrari got unlucky again, and George Russell just got its car burnt to crisp. So it was a very strange and eventful Grand Prix with some questionable decisions by the stewards and the race direction. But in the end, the podium, if you look at the podium itself, it kind of ended on what was to be expected. Maybe Checo should be a little bit up there, but he had to struggle from the back of the grid. So again, he fought back really nicely and very bravely. So these are just my opinions. I would like to know your opinions on the comments below. Like and subscribe, it really helps the channel to grow a little bit faster, and I'll see you in the next one. I maybe do a video before the next race, because the next race will be in a while. So some ideas and things to share with you guys, and especially please on the comments below, let me know what you think. What are your opinions about this? Since now I had some time to think about stuff, so I had some time to analyze in a little bit colder way about all the events. Let me know comments below what you think about this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.